I'm Adam Shiva, and in this video I want to talk about friendships with other people as a core resource to make our relationships more fulfilling and allow us to continue to be our most authentic selves as we deepen with someone else. So, there was a concept that was oft repeated to me in my time exploring polyamory that it's important that we don't expect one person to be able to fulfill all of our needs. And this was a reason why polyamory might make a more fulfilling life. The problems here being that we often deny some needs because they don't fit that relationship, or we try to balance, coerce, adjust to make that other person help us fulfill those needs, but it often is damaging to the relationship or a bad fit. But my experience is that so many of my needs, most of them, are not of a sexual or romantic nature, and so they really can be fulfilled deeply through friendships. And that when really nurturing a primary relationship, it became challenging to make sure that I was nurturing my friendships, and that when so much of my own experience was with one other person, that I often would lose track of parts of myself because they weren't really reflected in that particular connection. So here are some examples of that. And that is that there are ways that my partner really asks me to come from a place of depth in what I say, to not just blab on, but to really consider what I say deeply and to make it meaningful, to say it in a way that's connective. I love that, and it really is fulfilling, and I wouldn't want things to be different. And yet there's a part of me that can often be fulfilled as I'm working something out by just processing it, by talking and talking and talking until I've said everything I've thought about the subject. Well, it makes my primary relationship better if I do that processing with someone else that isn't imposed on by hearing me talk so much. Also, that depth pushes me to be more quiet and considerate. And I have friends that are loud and that enjoy being loud with me and interrupting each other and letting that passion come out in a way where it doesn't negatively affect our primary connection. Also, recently I felt like a lot of physical energy in my body, and that the challenge of wrestling our 5-year-old isn't enough physical challenge for me. Didn't make much sense to ask my partner, who's more recently had a baby, to wrestle me. But some of my friends would love to wrestle and have expressed that. Oh, okay, so there's a place for me. I just needed to communicate, find the right place for that part of my passion and my energy. And I think that there's this aspect to each of us, that there are areas that we really want to share with that particular someone special, and there are areas that to be present in that connection, that it's important to let out these other parts of ourselves so they're not applying this pressure inside our psyche, inside our emotional being, that is making that primary relationship more challenging because we aren't letting out and expressing these other parts of ourselves that really are better fit to other relationships in our lives, other friendships. One of the really important things that was expressed to me when that idea was related to me was it's very important not to look at other people as need fulfillment machines. That when we pursue a connection, it really should come from a curiosity of that person. This kind of, I want to know who you really are, and I'm interested and curious and, playfully excited about just getting to know you. And then allowing when a connection just feels good and right, and I enjoy having this person in my life. Oh, maybe you'd like to play this game that I've been wanting to play, that I don't yet have someone in my life that wants to play this game. Do you want to play this game? And that actually is a much more compassionate way of dealing with it than being like, well, I have 5 primary needs, 3 of them are already being fulfilled. Are you a good fit for need 4 or need 5? Which is really objectifying and not very considerate. I hope this has been valuable to you. I really appreciate you listening to me. Thanks so much. Please subscribe and share this with a friend if you would. And I hope you have a great day.